thank you for joining me. My name is Fiona and we're going to do a short Ashtanga based practice and perhaps look at breaking down one of the standing poses. And this is based on a practice I've been doing through David Swenson. So we're going to start at the front of our mat and just have your feet hip distance apart. And just with your hands on your hips, just let your hips sway and feel the weight go from your left to your right foot. And gradually, perhaps close your eyes. Make your sway smaller until you come to a stationary position. And then from there, we're going to bring our feet together so the inner mounts of your big toes, inner ankles are touching. Bring your hands by your side. Just lift your toes, tense, and then re-spread them on your mat. From there, feel that you draw up your inner ankles, the muscles above your knees. Draw your pubic bone towards your navel so that you let your tailbone descend towards your mat. Your navel you're lifting up towards your breastbone and your breastbone towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Just draw your chin slightly towards your chest so it's more or less parallel with the floor, so the back of your neck is long. And then from here, with an inhale, we're going to raise our arms up and out. Bring your hands to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into a half fold. Really try and lengthen the crown of your head forward. Exhale, step back into Chaturanga, high push-up. From here we're going to, not Chaturanga actually, we're going to lower our knees and chest and chin. Try and keep your elbows in towards your body and back. Press the tops of your feet into the mat, so engage your legs, and with an inhale, lift your head, shoulders, chest. Curl your toes under. Exhale, come back into your downward dog. And as this is the first downward dog, you may want to walk your feet out a little. Perhaps bend your knees, ground into your hands, so push the mat away and use that resistance to lift your sit bones up and back. Keep breathing in and breathing out. One more breath in and a breath out. Take a breath in, look forward, raise your sit bones and step or lightly jump your feet to your hands. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms out and up and then back to your side. And we go again. Inhale, lift your hands, bring your hands to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back into your high push-up. Lower your knees, chest and chin. Press the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift your head, shoulders, chest. Lower, curl your toes under and lift from your sit bones if you can back into downward dog. I'm going to pause here for 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale 1. Lift the tops of the thighs up and back. Engage your abdominal muscles, draw your pubic bone towards your navel. And draw your shoulders down your back away from your ears. That's It's probably 4 breaths. So we're going to inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, look forward, raise your sit bones and step or lightly jump your feet to your hands. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ground into your feet, reach your hands out and up, and then bring your hands back by your side. One more. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step or lightly jump back into your high push-up. And from here, we're going to lower knees, chest and chin. Press the tops of your feet in, lift your head, shoulders, chest. Lower, curl your toes under and lift up into your downward dog. Once more, we're going to pause here for 5 breaths. So push my fingers are spread wide on my mat, and I'm really pushing my hands into the mat, each joint of my fingers is pushing down. From there my arms are engaged, and I'm drawing my shoulders away from my ears towards my sit bones. Lift the tops of your thighs up and back, and you'll notice my heels don't descend towards the floor. That's perfectly fine. One more breath in and a breath out. And as you inhale, look forward, raise your sit bones, step or lightly jump feet to hands. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ground into your feet, reach your hands out and up and bring your hands by your side. Just take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, bend your knees, bring your arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step or lightly jump back into your high push-up. And this time you can lower Chaturanga Dandasana or knees, chest, chin, and come into your cobra or bring your heart through into your upward dog. Come into your upward dog, try to lift your legs up off the mat, so I'm pushing into the tops of my feet. Exhale, downward dog. Pivot your left foot, step your right foot forward, and with a big inhale, rise up into your warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the mat, come back into your high push-up and lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pivot your right foot, step your left foot forward. Inhale, bring your hands up to Virabhadrasana or Warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the mat, left foot back and lower. Inhale, bring your heart through. Exhale, downward dog. We're just going to pause here for our 5 breaths. So you may just want to reset yourself. Check your fingers are spread wide, you're pushing your hands into the mat. Perhaps bend your knees and take your abdomen towards the tops of your thighs, and then lift your sit bones. Keeping your sit bones where they are, start to descend your heels in the direction of your mat. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, look forward, step or lightly jump your feet to your hands. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ground into your feet, come back up through your chair. Exhale, hands by your side. And we go again. Inhale into your chair. bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back into your high push-up and lower. Inhale, bring your heart through. Exhale, downward dog. Pivot your left foot and bring your right foot through between your hands. And we're just going to pause here and have a look at our Warrior 1 or Virabhadrasana 1. So, from here we're going to inhale and come up as we normally would. Now what we're trying to do in this, we're going to just go through this posture looking from the back leg to the front. So in this pose, your back leg is your anchor. You're pushing into the outer edge of that back left foot, which is at about a 45-degree angle. And you're trying to keep this back leg straight. And it's from that back leg we build the rest of the pose. So we bend into our front right knee. We're trying to keep our knee above our ankle. And only bend as far as you can keep this back leg straight. Then from there, we're never going to be able to, or highly unlikely, we can rotate our hips to face front. But they're going in that direction, but really our hips are going to be in an angle here. But imagine this back left leg, you've got a spiral of energy coming round here and coming through the inside and towards the back of your back thigh. And that's spiralling round your leg towards your back left heel. And then we're going to raise our arms up. And the important thing about your arms is you want them to be energized and bright, okay? So try and have them as straight as you can. So if that means to have them straight, you have them wider, that's perfectly fine. You're looking to energize them and reach your fingers towards the ceiling. It's good quite often to keep a shoulder distance between your hands, so that it allows you to create space around your ears and shoulders. And then your chest is rotating towards the front of you. Draw that pubic bone towards your navel. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to bring our hands down, come back into your high push-up, lower. Inhale, bring your heart through. Exhale, downward dog. And just take a breath in here and a breath out. And we're going to pivot our right foot and come through with our left foot. Again, so we lower our back foot. It's roughly a 45-degree angle. We're pushing into the outer edge. And this is our anchor for the pose. So this leg needs to be straight and engaged. Imagine again that spiral of energy coming round, in and down, spiralling towards your back right heel. Your front leg is bent and your hips may be at a slight angle, but your chest is in the direction in front of you. And you're trying to get your chest so that your shoulders and chest is equal on both sides. Your arms are straight and engaged. And just draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands down. Come back into your high push-up and lower. Inhale, bring your heart through. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Now you can stay in your downward dog, or lower your knees to the mat and come back into your child's pose. Wherever you feel you're at today. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. And if you're in child's pose, we're going to come back up into our downward dog. And with an inhale, we're going to look forward and step or lightly jump your feet to your hands. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ground into your feet, reach your hands out and up, and then bring your hands by your side. From here we're going to come into a vinyasa, so we're going to inhale, extend hands towards the ceiling and touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, jump or step back into your high push-up and lower. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, and exhale, downward dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to come into a seated position, so you can jump or step through your hands and come down into your seat. So we're going to come into our forward fold. So push into your heels, flex your feet, your legs are engaged. From there we're going to extend our arms towards the ceiling and just feel that you're lifting up out of your pelvis. So you're trying to create space down your sides. Inhale, look up, extend your breastbone up. Exhale, forward fold. Feel that you're trying to extend your hands behind your feet. Now you may only get to here. You may get to here, and you may get to here. Wherever you're at is fine. Keep breathing. And as you inhale, feel that you lift slightly out of your pelvis. Create that length. And then as you exhale, extend further down your legs. It doesn't matter if you don't go anywhere. Just think of the motion of inhaling and lifting. Exhale and extend. And you're trying to extend your breastbone forward as opposed to taking your nose, forehead towards your legs. Think of it as trying to extend your upper body down your lower body. One more, inhale and exhale. Inhale, look up and just feel that you draw your chest through your shoulders. And then from there, come up to sitting. We're going to cross our feet, come forward, and we're going to come back into our high push-up. And you can come back to that jumping or stepping, wherever you're at today. And then from there, we're going to lower with an exhale. Bring your heart through with an inhale. Exhale, downward dog. And from there we're going to come back through to sitting. And you can jump through or you can walk through wherever you're at today. And from here we're going to come into a twist. So we're going to bend our right leg and bring our foot so it's in line with our right hip. We're going to bring our right hand, can't get my view right, bring our right hand behind our back. Again, tent your fingers. Reach up into your left arm, create the space down your left side, and then try bringing the back of that left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Now this is something I really struggle with, and you want to feel it's working for you. So if that's not working for you, you could always wrap your elbow around that right knee, and you're trying to lengthen your torso up that right thigh. Draw your shoulder blades towards one another. As you inhale, feel you lift your spine, and exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale and lift. Keep your left leg bright and energized so the foot is flexed. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale and twist. And you may take your gaze over your right shoulder. Keep everything where it is. Just rotate your gaze to the front and then unbind. Just stretch out your legs and we'll go the other side. So draw your left foot in. Bring your left fingertips behind you, reach up into that right arm, create that space, and then either come into your stop sign or wrap your elbow around your left knee, whichever works best for you. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale and twist. Again, keep that right leg bright and energized, so you're flexing that foot. Try and create that length in your spine as you inhale, and then as you exhale, twist. So you're drawing your shoulder blades towards one another on your back, so you're getting openness in your chest. One more breath in. And an exhale. You may take your gaze over your left shoulder, keeping everything where it is. Rotate your gaze to the front and undo the bind. And we're going to do a vinyasa. So cross your legs, come forward, step or jump back into your high push-up. And we're going to lower with an exhale. Inhale, bring your heart through. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. And from here we're going to jump or step through into our seat. Just bend your knees. We're going to come into our boat pose. So bring your balls of the feet onto your mat. Take your hands behind your thighs. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your legs up. Now, we want to feel that we're again lifting our torso up our thighs. Our breastbone is in the direction of the ceiling. Try not to let your biceps do all the work, but we want to try and create an upright torso as much as you can. So you're drawing, engaging your core, draw your pubic bone towards your navel and feel you're scooping in your lower back. One more breath in and a breath out. Then from there we're going to cross our feet at the ankles, bring our feet down and just try drawing your, staying in your sit bones, draw your knees towards each shoulder. Take a breath in and a breath out and lower. And we're going to come into our boat once more. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift your legs. Now from here, you may want to release your hands, bring your arms alongside, but again be conscious you don't want to be slumping into a C-shaped back. You're trying to lift your torso, your breastbone towards the ceiling. And you may be able to extend both legs or perhaps just extend one leg at a time. But try not to lose that scooping up of your lower back in. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale. Exhale, lower your feet to the mat, cross your ankles the other way, and this time we're going to just try lifting our sit bones up off the mat. Feel still that you're trying to draw in your mind, if not in reality, your knees towards each shoulder and lower. And then from here we're going to cross our legs, roll forward and come back into our high push-up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, bring your heart through. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. And once more we're going to jump or step our feet through. Let's come into a seated position. Now, I didn't say at the beginning, which is very remiss of me, but if you've got a yoga brick, you could use this now, okay, to do a supported bridge. If not, it doesn't matter. You could use books, but there's always a tendency that they're not strong enough, so I'm not going to take responsibility if you do. See what you've got that works, but ideally a yoga brick. So from here, with your knees bent, we're going to roll down. Just draw your heels towards your sit bones. feet are hip distance apart, and you're grounding your feet into the mat, particularly your big toes. And you want to try and keep your legs parallel with one another. They'll want to splay out. We want to keep them parallel so you're engaging your inner thigh muscles. And we're just going to go up once into a bridge to start with. So bring your hands, press your hands down onto the mat. Inhale and lift your pelvis towards the ceiling. So feel that you're trying to lengthen the front of your thighs, your knees away from you, but keep them parallel. You're drawing your pubic bone towards your navel, so you're not lifting with your abdomen, you're lifting your pelvis. And you're trying to roll your shoulders underneath you so that your chest is open and is going in the direction of your head. Keep breathing in and breathing out. One more breath in. Can you lift your pelvis slightly? And as you exhale, lower down with control. Now you can just go up and down a couple of times doing your bridge, or if the wheel is in your practice and you're confident with it, please carry on and do that. Or if you want a more restorative bridge, this is something that I like doing a lot at home. So I come onto the balls of my feet, lift my hips up, and then I'm bringing the brick underneath my sacrum. Now, for me, the brick is on the high edge, so it's quite high, but that may be too much for you, it may not. We're all different body shapes, so experiment with what works for you. But if you want it lower, then just bring it onto the long edge, but you want it under your sacrum. So wherever you've got the brick, lift and make sure it's on that pelvis. So here I've got a supported bridge, which for me, I love, because I feel I'm getting the opening all in the front. And I also like doing a supported shoulder stand. So you can raise one leg, raise the other. Have your palms down on the mat beside you. And if the brick's in the right position, this should be like legs up the wall. You should be able to stay here. My legs are energised, but it's not much effort. You know, it's a restorative posture. I'm enjoying this, but I'm getting openness and inversion at the same time. And just see how long you can switch off and stay here. We're going to come down now because obviously time, and not all of you may be doing this. So we're going to come down, bring your right leg down, and then your left leg down. Make sure you're stable. Lift your hips, come to the balls of your toes. If you've had it on the high edge, I would suggest you just come down in stages. So bring it to the long edge and pause, and then take the brick out. And then from there we're going to draw our knees into our chest, bind your fingers around your knees. And as you draw your knees into your chest, try and keep your tailbone, your sacrum, descending in the direction of the mat. Keep breathing. Then from here we're going to bring our arms out into a T shape, palms facing the ceiling. And we're going to take both knees over to our left. And if you can, it might be worth you trying to just lift and move your hips to the right slightly. And that allows you to get more of a twist to your left. And in your supine twist, you may want to close your eyes. And you may take your head in the opposite direction of your knees. Breathe in, and as you exhale particularly, allow your shoulders to melt back into the mat. And from there, bring your knees back to centre. Just readjust. And then you may want to just lift your hips up and to the left if you're coming over to your right. Again, you may want to take your gaze away from your knees. And you're trying to keep the whole of your arms, shoulders, if not on the mat, in that direction. Close your eyes. And now we're going to come back to centre. Once more, draw your knees into your chest. Keeping your sacrum, your lower back, in the direction of your mat, you may want to bring your forehead in the direction of your knees. Lower your head. And then from here, let's bring your hands behind your thighs. And we're going to rock a little along our spine. Just rock a couple of times, or alternatively, just come straight up to an easy seated position. Now, if you have got a brick or a book, as you've got it handy, you could use that to sit on. Sit to the front of the brick. But what that does is it allows your knees to descend towards your mat, allows you to get openness here, and perhaps increase the amount you lift yourself up in the direction of the ceiling. Just generally, I find it gives more openness. We're going to bring our backs of our hands to our knees, and you may take a mudra where you connect your first finger and thumb. And we're going to stay here for 10 breaths. And I'll breathe with you and make these breaths count. Close your eyes. Inhale. We should be on around 5 breaths now. Keep going with your own breath. Just take your mind over your body as you breathe. While your shoulders relax down away from your ears. Chin slightly towards your chest so the back of your neck is long. Inhale. Inhale. Last inhale. Exhale. Let's return to your normal breathing. And bring your hands into Anjali Mudra. Hands at heart centre. Try and have your thumb in contact with your breastbone. Lower your chin towards your chest. Namaste. Thank you.